Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally. Thanks for joining me as we dig right in. Sometimes an item just needs a quick refresh, and that is the case for number one. I found this on the good table at the dump, and it is just about brand new. Somebody had probably used it as home decor more than using it as a cutting board, and I think that it's quite lovely, but the wrong color for my kitchen. So the most simple thing I can do here is to change out the areas that are green to blue first and foremost. And then I will go from there. This is a latex paint that I'm using, and it is primarily the edges and the handle that is going to get paint. And of course, if I wanted this for a decorative use, I could add, decoupage or transfers or clay pieces or any number of things to make this just a pretty decorative piece. But I have already made 3 in the past year for decorative purposes, and this one is so nice and new that I took it out to my garage and sanded it all over down to no scratches whatsoever, and covered the whole thing in a hemp oil so that if I ever decide I actually want to put food on this, it is food safe, food ready, very clean, and sanded down so that it actually could be used. For now, I will display it in my kitchen because I do have a box of cutting boards on my blue hutch, and I thought it would look lovely there. This was a great find for free and just minutes, really, to clean it up and to make it look like my home decor. And this second sign I got at the Goodwill bins. Cute. So I thought, great piece of wood, already has everything that I need done to it. I'll just take it down to my garage and sand off the words. So once I clean that up, I am going to take a very similar paint color, and I'm just going to go over the residue of those words and just get that ready to receive some beautiful IOD transfers. If you don't have any IOD, they certainly do sell them online, as well as many others. The Prima Redesign has some beautiful ones. You can occasionally get them at the craft store or at the Dollar Tree. Honestly, these are a bit of an investment, but the spectacular detail really does make it worth the investment. I think if you have a number of projects to do, because I usually cut mine down as I'm doing here and make them fit the project that I want. And for the $25-35 that I pay, depending on the size of the booklet, I get well over 25-35 projects. So cheaper than the Dollar Tree these days at $1.75. So it is worth the investment, especially if you have an outlet where you can sell things, or if you're going to make a number of items for gift items or what have you. Otherwise, there are other ways. You can certainly decoupage with a napkin, or you can freehand paint if you know how. Goodness knows I do not. But yes, just take a block of wood and just make it beautiful for the spring season, something that matches your home decor. I'm really not crazy about that bird, so I'm going to take out a little butterfly, and I'm going to just add that in the place where I had cut that off, just so that that looks more complete. Brenda and Christine do this What Would You Make challenge every month, and this month guest host is Kathy Joe. Their channels, as well as a playlist, will be in my description box for you to check out all their wonderful wooden inspiration. Now here I am just adding some antiquing glaze around the outside edge here, because I love things that look more vintage, and I do think that this gives us a little bit more depth. I went in my stash and I had this beautiful crushed velvet in a pretty blush pink, which was lovely with it, but I also had a blue, and I thought this blue brought out the blue from the butterfly and just was a good contrast with some of the other florals. Either one of these would have been lovely, and so I'm just going to go ahead and add a bow to the edge of this, and this could be used in so many places. For now, I'm just going to put it on the edge of my kitchen hutch. So let me know what you think about that sweet little item. Certainly would make a lovely gift. So that takes me on to the easiest thing ever. In front of me, I have a wooden bowl. I'm like, okay, this is such a simple thing, but I love this wood tone and I'm putting it in my living room. And so I took a grapevine wreath and added some leaves, a couple berries, a little bit of moss, and a bird, and literally a couple feathers, and that is it. I'm going to put one bird on the edge, and I'm going to put one inside, and I am simply going to put that in my living room, and I think that's adorable. Now for this craft, anybody can create this. If you have any of these items from the Dollar Tree, you're just going to need a little fabric, a little wire, and a wood round to make a cute little bunny. And I had seen something similar. So if I can find the creator who I saw do this, I imagine they had seen it on Pinterest or something. But in any case, if I can find that, I will drop their video link in my description box so you can see the way that they created theirs. Obviously, there's more than one way to do this, but I thought it was adorable, and I had all of the items that she was using, so I thought, why not? I'll create one like this in my home and give it my own touch. So here I am just gluing the fabric over the wire and clipping off 2 ears, and then I highly recommend you trim this out with a more flexible ribbon. If you have a lace or a ribbon that is ruffled or that is a little easier to work with, it might be better than just a straight ribbon. This did take a few minutes to get this to look halfway decent, but either way, then I am taking just a little heart and painting that pink for the nose, and then just took the bottom of a wide paintbrush to draw some eyes, larger at the top, smaller at the bottom, adding that little nose there underneath, and then some little white specks I want to add into the eyes, as well as a little on the nose, add a little mouth at the bottom of that, just whatever little cute face you can come up with. I am by no means an artist. I actually really struggle trying to paint. So this is something that does not come naturally to me. I always have to look at a picture or try several times to get it right. After I put the whiskers on and I finish the whole thing, I realize I don't really like the whiskers, so you'll see I'll change that at the end. I suppose if you really needed to, you could just print one on your printer or decoupage it right on. But in any case, I am going to glue the ears, just bending the wire down a little bit and glue those ears on to the wood round top. And then I am going to want to cover the hole there with a little bow. You could hang that as an ornament, put it in a plant with a stick on the bottom, on the back of it. But I have one of these wood carrots from a garland, probably from Hobby Lobby years ago, and I used these carrots for different reasons. So I just clipped off the top and the metal hanger, and I'm just going to glue that little bunny to the carrot bottom, so the body, that could be the body. And then I'm going to just use a coordinating ribbon around its neck with a second layer that I have. Both of these ribbons came from the dollar store in times past. So I would love to know which of these was your favorite. If there's any that you have inspiration to recreate, make sure that you are subscribed. I have so many items coming your way. Furniture refinishing, hauls, DIYs, all kinds of fun stuff. Thanks so much for stopping by. Don't forget to check out the playlist, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.